Welcome to episode 2 of my Te Araroa series, where I attempt to hike the 3,000 kilometer length of New Zealand. In episode 1, my husband Brian and I traveled to the terminus and started our hike. I was then struck down by a nasty cold and had to take multiple days off to recover. It's finally time to really see what hiking in New Zealand has to offer. In this episode, we cover 115 kilometers of diverse trail over 5 days. From windswept beaches to the deepest mud I've ever hiked through. We experience our first trail magic, our first night in a hut and give you a tour, and I struggle with more health issues.
They're just so itchy.
Okay, let's get into the episode. Good morning. It is day 2 here on the TA, and I did take a few days off in Invercargill here. I'm feeling way better. These videos are obviously coming out way after when I filmed them because I have to do the whole hike and then edit them. So we actually celebrate Christmas here in this nice, lovely hotel room. So we had a nice time. We're very excited and ready to get back hiking. My cough is 99.9% gone. Hopefully it stays that way, but we'll just see how it goes. Our plan is to hike to Riverton today, so we'll be in a town again tonight so we can get a room if I need that for another extra rest day if needed. Okay, we're gonna get going now. Okay, here we go. Leaving the hotel now, and we've got to go a little ways to get back to trail, like half a kilometer or so. First stop of the day, we decided we're going to stop every hour today, just as we're easing back into it. So far I'm feeling good. I've only coughed once. To our long beach walk of the day. I think we're on this beach for 20-ish kilometers. It's huge, and so far the sand is really nice and compacted, which makes it easy for walking on, and there's cars driving on it too, so that's a good sign. It's absolutely beautiful. Having a good day here hiking. We're doing our lunch break on the beach. Absolutely magnificent beach. Physically, I'm feeling pretty good. I have like just a little bit of tiny bit of cough, but I don't feel sick at all. I feel just exponentially better than day 1, and I'm so happy about that. First river ford of the trail. Shoes are off. It's nice and sandy. So Brian just went and it didn't get above his knees. So it'll probably get just above my knees. Okay, here we go. Woo! above my knees and just below Brian's knees.
All right, so we found a little reprieve from the wind inside these trees. So we're enjoying that for a little bit, having a snack break, 10K to go, and then we reach the end of our day.
Look at this vert. That's what we have to hike. Just completely flat. 9.7K. Oh, it's amazing when you've been in the wind all day long. Like it's been 7 hours or something like that now. Oh, getting a break from it is just the most glorious thing ever. We're entering the town of Riverton now, 32 kilometers into our day, 2 blocks from the lodging we are hopefully staying at tonight. Good morning. We got a room here in Riverton last night and got a good sleep. It's almost 10 a.m. now, so time to get going. We're planning a shorter day today just because our joints are still adapting. The back of my left knee is the most sore, like hamstring probably, I'm thinking. So we're gonna do about 17 kilometers today because having to do 30-kilometer days right at the start is intense. So that's why we slept in. And we're gonna go see if we can find some breakfast. Coffee and a smoothie, so good. Alrighty, here we go. Fueled up with a big breakfast. We're just walking up a road right now and I can't get over how beautiful it is. Look at this fern. It is so stunning here. The trees are so tall here too. Oh, it's just so good.
Bats are the only type of mammal that are indigenous to New Zealand. All the other mammals here have been introduced at some point by humans. These mammals range from mice to possums to deer and goats. In the absence of natural predators, these mammals became abundant and have caused environmental deterioration in many places across the country. Massive efforts were initiated to control or eradicate these invasive animals, and many continue today. We started noticing wooden boxes lining the trails through the forests. We came across a conservationist who was baiting the boxes, and they explained they are traps for smaller mammals, particularly the possums. The Department of Conservation in New Zealand designs and redesigns these traps to decrease the risk of accidentally trapping one of New Zealand's many flightless birds. It was really interesting to learn about these efforts and to meet people who dedicate so much time and effort to restoring a more balanced ecosystem.
This view right here is exactly what I was imagining this part of the trail would be like. Beautiful hills, sheepsies, blue ocean. We set up in the little sliver of shade we could find here at midday. Brian, where are you? There you are.
Hi.
So we're both like sitting as close to this rock as we can. And we have our first experience with sand fleas. They started to bite my legs, so I put my poncho on. We heard about them from fellow hikers, so we were prepared for it. Looks like the tide's coming in, based on the waves at least.
Time to go?
Yeah, let's hit the trail again.
We've been hiking for about 10 minutes now and through a bunch of tall grass. And once we hit this beach here, I just noticed I was having a really bad allergic reaction. I've got hives on my legs. I was sneezing nonstop. My eyes are so itchy. My throat's even a little bit itchy. Blowing my nose nonstop. So I just said to Brian, we have to stop. Like, I have to take Benadryl. Like, it's a bad reaction. And I know it's not from the food because I read through all the ingredients of everything we bought. There's no dairy in any of it. So yeah, I just popped a Benadryl and I'm really not feeling good. And it really hit me hard.
Sheep were introduced in New Zealand between 1773 and 1777 to use in farming. Sheep are raised for the purpose of meat, wool, and milk.
I love seeing all these sheepsies. They're so cute. Stella and Bella like seeing them too. Oh, sorry for scaring you.
Sorry, little ones.
It's okay.
For 130 years, sheep farming was the country's most important agricultural industry, but it was overtaken by dairy farming in 1987. Sheep numbers peaked in New Zealand in 1982 to 70 million, but have dropped since then. With the demand for wool from Asia reducing and the conversion of land to forestry and carbon offset forestry programs, sheep farming has continued its steady decline to approximately 24 million as of June 2024. While we hike through this landscape past rolling green hills spotted with white sheep, it's hard to believe the industry is declining. We ended up learning more about the industry and even speaking to some merino sheep farmers later on in our hike, so I will share more about it then. Sheep farming directly impacts the trail in this region, among many others. Large portions of the trail are closed for lambing season, usually from September to November. Hikers, especially through hikers like us, need to plan our dates accordingly to ensure the trail is open when we arrive. This is one of the main reasons why we started our hike in December, since lambing season closures just ended.
We are in the tent now. It's 9 p.m. My allergies were pretty good for like an hour and a half. And then as soon as we got here, I guess like my Benadryl was wearing off and stuff, and my eyes just got super itchy again, and my nose super runny, and like I couldn't stop myself from rubbing my eyes. It was not good. My allergies are just hitting me so hard here, and I don't get them in Canada. So I have so much sympathy for anyone who's watching this who gets seasonal allergies like this. The itchy eyes. Oh gosh. We've set up camp. We're in like a
Holiday park.
car camping holiday park spot, which also has a pub. So we ate at the pub, then we came here. And what else was I gonna say about today?
It was one of the most beautiful days we've ever had.
Today was exceptionally stunning. Brian?
Yeah. Some of the most beautiful beaches we've ever seen.
We met a fellow TA hiker tonight, which is super exciting. If you watch my prep videos, you know I was struggling to find like the perfect pair of shorts. So I've tried both of them out so far, the Lululemon shorts that I got and now the Patagonia shorts that I got. And I liked the Patagonia ones more. I like that they're a little bit longer. But I don't like that it has this like inner liner thing. It's kind of hard to show you, but it's like underwear on the inside. I want them to just be the shorts, so I'm gonna cut it out. So I'm cutting here so that this little flap is hidden by this seam like that. So that looks pretty good. Okay, I got it.
Nice.
There's the inner layer.
Nice.
And here is the shorts. I will see you tomorrow morning.
Hey, at least I'm breathing. I know it took a while. Been looking for a sweet song, a sign of spring. Waiting for a reason.
Taking our first break. We've done about 5 kilometers and it was all road. Now we're hitting the trail and we're going into what we've heard is a very muddy trail. Like, so many people have brought it up to us, people at the pub yesterday, people whose house we walked by. So we know it's gonna be muddy. Because we don't have a stove, I'm having my coffee cold. And I thought I would hate it, but I actually don't mind it that much. And we're cold soaking our food. This is a homemade dehydrated meal. We just add water to it, and then in about an hour it should be rehydrated enough to eat. Okay, here's the shorts. Now that I cut out the liner so I could get them a little bit higher, I like them up to my belly button. I like that feeling more.
Okay, give us a 360 fit check.
Forest marshmallow activated. Rain showers. It's raining and I can film because I have this new DJI Osmo action cam.
Looking very good.
Very adventurous right now.
Show me the shoes.
There they are. I committed to the mud.
Okay, Brian's shoe, Krista's shoe. I hadn't fully committed yet.
It's time, or we're just gonna go too slow.
Yeah. I committed. Oh no! Did you not go this way?
No, the same thing happened to me. I just didn't tell you.
Oh, oh my.
We're coming up on our first hut of the day and of the whole hike so far. One of many. Since it's raining, we're gonna do a little snack break in the hut out of the rain. There's the outhouse there. And here's the hut. Martin's Historic Hut. Oh wow. Look at this thing. Let's go in. Oh wow. Dirt floor.
All right.
here we are. Oh, I'm instantly allergic.
Yeah. Let's get out. After you.
What? We're not gonna take...
No.
We're not gonna take our break?
We're not in here.
Instantly start to sneeze, eyes itchier. So yeah, we won't be taking a sheltered break.
Okay, tell the camera what's up.
My eyes are so itchy, and I'm trying really hard not to rub them, but I'm failing at that. Brian's trying hard to discourage me from rubbing them, because I don't think it's making it any better, but it's like I can't help myself. They're so itchy.
You know what's nice?
What?
When you're hiking, you have your 2 poles in your hand.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey.
They're just so itchy.
No.
It's too itchy to go on, baby.
Okay, I'll just leave you here. I'm trying to get more comfortable with the camera.
That's great.
So maybe if I stare at it a little bit.
New Zealand has the largest number of backcountry huts in the world. There are around 1,500 backcountry huts, with nearly 1,000 managed by the Department of Conservation, or DOC. These huts are scattered across the country and provide shelter and accommodation for hikers and trampers. Here in New Zealand, trampers are people who walk long distances in rough country for recreation, so I think that describes Brian and I quite well. New Zealand's hut system is a thing of legend amongst backcountry explorers from all around the world. I began hearing about them many years ago from backcountry skiers and hikers. Getting to experience these huts firsthand was one of the things we were both looking forward to the most. I will show you around this first hut and, of course, show you the many more we see along the way throughout this series.
This is Martin's hut. There's 4 bunks in here. So far there's 3 of us staying here tonight. This is my stuff down here. It's raining, so it's actually really nice to have this shelter. It's rustic, but it works. Smells way better than the last hut. It's not like super enclosed. I'll show you. There's like cracks in the siding, so there's gonna be bugs in here and stuff. There was this huge spider just in my backpack. Good morning, it's day 5. We stayed in this hut last night. It was nice to be out of the rain, but neither Brian or I are used to being in huts, so we didn't really get the best sleeps.
I was feeling a little dysregulated this morning, so I had a meditation. I've been trying to do a meditation every morning and afternoon and sometimes in the evening as well. But today I felt like I needed extra, and so it helped a lot. So I just took 10 minutes here before we packed up, did my meditation, and it feels like I did something for myself today.
What I'm doing, because it's raining, is I'm just making sure everything I don't want to get wet is inside Ziploc bags like this, and then putting it inside my garbage bag inside my backpack. So a double layer, and then also I'm gonna have my poncho on the outside, because eventually you're gonna get saturated with water if it's raining this hard all day. So I have 3 barriers. So hopefully my most important things stay dry. Okay, see you out there. Ready?
Ready. Let's do it.
Got the poncho on. Time to hit the mud. Look, blue sky. It's starting to clear up, and the trees are starting to clear too. It's so beautiful. Our first trail magic here.
A world in orange.
It was orange magic. Okay, open it up.
What a god. Oh!
Oh my goodness, he was carrying all this.
Oh my.
Oh yeah.
This one's for you, Orange Man.
Trail magic. And look, there's chairs.
Look at that.
Still cold.
Oh my goodness, that's good. Thanks, Orange Man. That's great.
Oh. Oh. Oh, it's so slimy here. Oh. Oh.
Oh, you did a fast step. I was wondering what the play was there.
It looked like I wasn't gonna sink as deep. I was wrong-o. Wow. It's muddy. We're on our second big climb of the day, and it's a road. It's actually pretty glorious because, as you can probably tell, there's no mud. It just feels like so much easier in comparison. It's time to have a cold-soaked meal. In an effort to lighten overall backpack weight, many thru hikers opt for a cold soaking technique. This involves placing your food inside a resealable container with water and allowing it time to rehydrate. The food usually develops a similar consistency to being cooked, but maintains its cold temperature. Instant noodles are a thru hiker's staple, but dehydrated meals and food also work well. We decided to try out cold soaking on this hike. In these first 2 weeks, we are eating some of our own homemade dehydrated meals, and they are working quite well so far. I'm actually not minding that the food is cold at the moment, which I was surprised by. We're on our final road walk of the day, and now we're going past farmland, and there's sheep to my right, a whole bunch of deer to my left. They farm deer here. I've never seen that before. We're a few kilometers from our goal of the day, which is a hut, and it's a privately run hut. And the comments are positive that it's a nice place to stay. It's hard to believe that on top of the 1,500 backcountry huts in New Zealand, there are also more private huts on some people's property. When Te Araroa Trail passes through large swaths of farmland, there are often no places to camp since the trail is passing through private property. There are also no hotels since we aren't passing through town. Some farmers have opted to construct huts specifically for trampers on their property. These huts are a lifeline to us hikers, and the trail wouldn't exist the way it does without them. We pay a small fee to stay in the rustic huts and ensure we leave them as clean or cleaner than we found them. And I'm taking off these extremely wet shoes. This hut is the first private hut we are staying in. We didn't meet the owners, but we did sign the logbook to let them know we had been there. Welcome to the Maryview hut. We made it here for the night. I'll show you around. Little welcome area. Tells you how much you have to pay. And then here are the bunks. So it's 8 p.m. We don't think anyone else is going to show up. That's my bed I set up. That's Brian's. But there's also upper, so 4 spots. And outside here, there is this sink. And we still filtered the water because we just weren't sure. So there's our filter hanging. There's this nice big table. There's the toilet. So it's a very small hut. Gets the job done though. Bird's nest 1. Bird's nest 2. So that's it, the full hut tour. Good morning from the Maryview hut.
We had a pretty good sleep here last night. Today we have a goal to do about 26 kilometers to get to the next hut, Birchwood Station. And we actually got a resupply sent to us there. Brian's just sweeping out the hut. Every time you stay in a hut, you should sweep it out after. Okay, I'm ready. Ever since we started, there's been something every day that I'm struggling with. And I think that's often the case for me at the start of anything new. It's just like my body's adapting, my mind's adapting. So yeah, if you notice when you start something new that it feels like there is some resistance and there's things that you're dealing with, same. Got my first injury of the trail, blood warning. I wasn't paying close enough attention and I was walking with my poles and my hand just tapped the barbed wire. I cut my thumb and my middle finger. It doesn't hurt too bad right now, but any open wound when you're out in the backcountry, not ideal. There it is, wiped off. Thank you. Middle finger band-aid, thumb band-aid. Thanks, Brian.
You're welcome. I'm glad that's it.
It's pouring again. Fully ponchoed up.
Soon we arrived at our second private hut of the trip. The owners of this hut offer a resupply package service where we were able to send our resupply to them, and they had it waiting for us at the hut. We got settled in amongst a few other hikers next to the fireplace. We dried ourselves and our gear out while going through our resupply and chatting about the trail. Our plan is to only stay one night here and start our next section tomorrow. It will be an epic one, and I can't wait to share it with you in next week's episode. See you then.